time is 6:15. Here is the news edited by Dulmin Samrasinghe, assisted by Nilusha Jaimana, read by Victor Raj. First, take a look at the headlines of the local news. 3 more COVID-related deaths reported from the country. The U.S. Secretary of State is scheduled to meet President Gotabaya Rajapaksa tomorrow morning. National Development Program to Improve Rural Economy launched. Bail application submitted by MP Rishad Baduddin rejected. Foreign news, at least 7 dead and 50 injured in Pakistan school bomb attack. Sports news, cricket South Africa in turmoil as all board members step down. Local news in detail. The Ministry of Health confirms that 2 more COVID-19 related deaths have been reported in the country today, bringing the death toll from the virus in Sri Lanka to 19. It said that a 19-year-old youth from Keselwatha and an 87-year-old woman from Slave Island, who were both admitted to the Colombo National Hospital, have passed away. They had both tested positive for COVID-19 following PCR tests carried out on admission to the hospital. The 87-year-old woman had been admitted to the hospital due to a foot injury while she had reportedly been treated for around a week. Meanwhile, the 19-year-old youth was reportedly disabled from birth. Sri Lanka's 17th coronavirus death was also reported earlier today. A 41-year-old male, a resident of Ja-Ala, had passed away while receiving treatment at the infectious disease hospital in Angoda after being admitted on Saturday. U.S. Secretary of the State Mike Pompeo is scheduled to meet President Gotabaya Rajapaksa tomorrow morning. The President Media Division said that the meeting will take place at the President's house. Steps will be taken by the forthcoming budget to provide benefits to development of the rural areas. Accordingly, the National Development Program to Improve Rural Economy was launched today under the patronage of Minister Nimal Radhanama Rajapaksa from the Anuradhapura district. Minister S.M. Chandrasena said that the program was launched by giving priority to develop infrastructure in the Anuradhapura district. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Continuing with more local news, the Colombo 4th Magistrates Court has rejected the bail application submitted by MP Rishad Baduddin. Accordingly, the parliamentarian was further remanded until the 10th of November. Former Minister of the Industry and Commerce Rishad Baduddin, the Director of the project Mohammad Yazin Samsuddin, and the project accountant Alagaratnam Manoranjan are accused of violating Presidential Elections Act by misappropriating public funds to the tune of 9.5 million rupees. They have allegedly misused 222 SLTB buses for transport internal displaced persons from Putlam to polling stations in Silvathurai, Mana during the 2019 presidential election. The Department of Immigration and Immigration says that due to a spread of COVID-19 virus in the country, it has been decided to extend the validity period of all types of visas issued to all foreigners who are currently residing in Sri Lanka for a period of 60 days. Accordingly, the validity period of all types of visas will be extended from 7th October 2020 to 5th December 2020. The procedure to pay the relevant visa fee and to get the visa endorsed in passport will be informed later. The validity period of the acknowledgement issued for the applications already submitted to the Department of Immigration and Immigration to obtain visas will also be extended till 5th of December 2020. The department has requested to call them over the telephone number 0707-101-050. The telephone number once again, 0707-101-050 for further inquiries. That ends local news.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The Ministry of Health says 110 individuals who previously tested positive for COVID-19 have been discharged from hospitals after making complete recoveries. The latest update bringing the total number of novel coronavirus recoveries reported in the country to 4,043. Sri Lanka's confirmed cases stands at 8,413. However, 4,355 of them are currently under medical care. That ends main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Moving on to Watchlight. State Pharmaceutical Corporation has requested the public to refrain from visiting its Osusala branches to purchase medicine under the present circumstances. The corporation said that the public can get the medicine delivered to their homes by using their app, which has been introduced to each Osusala of the corporation. Gampaha Osusala can be contacted by the WhatsApp number 070-190-2773. And Vinwangoda Osusala can be contacted by the WhatsApp number 070-190-2770. The two numbers once again. Gampaha Osusala can be contacted by the WhatsApp number 070-190-2773. And the Vinwangoda Osusala can be contacted by WhatsApp number 070-190-2770. That ends Watchlight. Moving on to world news, the headlines first. At least 7 dead and 50 injured in Pakistan's school bomb attack. Protests erupt across Italy over anti-COVID measures. Researchers say antibodies fall rapidly after COVID infection. World news in detail. Police say at least 7 people have been killed and more than 50 injured by a bomb attack on a religious school in Pakistan's city of Peshawar. Hospital officials say those killed were young men aged between 20 and 30. Dozens of others were injured, including 4 under the age of 13. The motive for the attack on the Quran study class is unclear. Hundreds of the students were present at this seminar. No group has said it carried out the attack, which is being investigated. Violent protests broke out across Italy yesterday over new restrictions to curb the country's second wave of COVID. Clashes were reported in several major cities, including Turin, where petrol bombs were thrown at officers. In Milan, tear gas was used to disperse protesters, while violence was also erupted in Naples. The demonstrations began soon after national government's order to close restaurants, bars, gyms and cinemas came into effect. Researchers say levels of protective antibodies in people wane quite rapidly after coronavirus infection. Antibodies are a key part of our immune defenses and stop the virus from getting inside the body's cells. The Imperial College London team found the number of people tested positive for antibodies has fallen by 26% between June and September. To wrap up the world news, let's take a look at the headlines once again. At least 7 dead and 15 injured in Pakistan's school bomb attack. Protests erupt across Italy over anti-COVID measures. Researchers say antibodies fall rapidly after COVID infections. That ends world news. Development News is brought to you by...
My wife always sets a full lunch table even if it's just the two of us. She always expects people to drop by, like maybe the army.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchies Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchies Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neveyi.
Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority has drafted a proposal regarding visa validation from 1 month to 6 months for tourists planning to visit the country, and the draft is to be handed for Cabinet's approval. SLTDA chairperson Kemali Fernandez said the suggestion was made to give 6 months visa with an app consisting of all the COVID-19 protocols for the tourists planning to visit the country after the airport is open. That ends Development News.
When Tati bought a new family car, it wasn't just for the 4 of us.
It's a 10-seater van. Enough for friends and relatives too.
Mummy insisted on building an extra room in our new house.
Well, you never know who'll come to stay. We need more pillows too.
When I was studying late, Nangi would come by to help.
No, I don't know physics, but I do know you need a Munchie Super Cream Cracker.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others.
When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves.
Munchies Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan neveyi.
Sports News is brought to you by
Munchie Chocolate Cream Biscuit. Chocolate in every bite.
Cricket. South Africa's entire board, consisting of 10 members at last count, has resigned. The news comes after 6 of the directors, including the former acting president Beresford Williams, 4 other non-independent members and 1 independent member, Devan Dharmalingam, had stood down following a meeting on Sunday. The standing down of the board clears the way for an interim steering committee to be put in charge of the CSA, as per the instruction of the South Africa Sports Confederation and Olympic Committee. Until a time when such a committee is put in place, Rehan Richards, who was named president of the Members' Council yesterday, Themi Denoban May and John Mogodi will constitute a 4-person interim board. That ends Sports News.
Hey guys, we've got our very own Queen Bear here to review something for us.
Okay, here we go. It's the right amount of crunch and OMG, so much chocolate. The texture is so good. It's creamy and velvety and just so much chocolate. The packaging is super cool and new and there's like so much chocolate. And OMG, the taste, it tastes like so good and there's so much chocolate. Like with every bite. 10 out of 10 for me.
Munchie Chocolate Cream Biscuit. Chocolate in every bite.
Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. NSV Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money. Hettigoda Industries Private Limited, a leading Ayurveda products manufacturer, has expanded its product diversification in Chinese market by exporting a range of Ayurveda herbal teas. Siddhalepa Ayurveda healthcare service provider and promoter already exports an array of indigenous Ayurveda products to Germany, Russia, UK, France, Czech Republic, USA, China, Japan, Thailand, India, Australia and Middle East. That ends Business News. Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The wait is over and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSV Wings. Recharge the high goals.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
The Colombo Stock Exchange and Market Intermediary operated normally but completely based on remote functionality yesterday, with its offices and those of several market intermediary firms being located in areas subject to quarantine curfew. A Colombo Stock Exchange statement said the CSE and stockbroker firms are satisfied with the outcome of the business community processes experiences, which is a clear indication of the robustness of the systems and its ability to continue uninterrupted stock market operations. That ends economic news.
Congratulations on your promotion. It will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Finally, on to the weather report. The Met Department says showers or thundershowers will occur at several places in the Over, Eastern and North Central provinces and in the Hambantota, Mullaitivu and Vavuniya districts. Fairly heavy falls above 50 mm can be expected at some places, particularly in Over province and in Trincomalee and Ampara districts. That ends the weather report. Let's take a look at the headlines to wrap up the evening news on Radio Sri Lanka. 3 more COVID-related deaths reported from the country. The U.S. Secretary of State is scheduled to meet President Gotabaya Rajapaksa tomorrow morning. National Development Program to improve rural economy launched. Bail applications submitted by the MP Richard Badudin rejected. Foreign news, at least 7 dead and 15 injured in Pakistan school bomb attack. Sports news, cricket South Africa in turmoil as all board members stepped down.